All right. Because wow, that was loud. Here we go. A review.
Been waiting for this. This is the payoff.
This deck of cards. Before I got here.
We're not editing. This is all live to tape. So. This is all real.
We'll do it this way. Before I got here, I had a vision. I had a vision of the Longhairs warehouse. I had a vision of the racks and racks of hair ties I would be seeing. I had a vision of doing this podcast. I had a vision of how this podcast was going to end. And during the podcast, I did a card trick. And you just thought of a card in your head. You didn't even say it out loud yet. You had just thought of the card in your head. And then you said the card out loud. And I had this all, it felt like it was happening at that moment. So I took one card in this deck and I turned it upside down. And I left it in there before I even sat down. What card are you thinking of?
The Ace of Spades.
Not that one. Try again. Which is weird because I made that joke in the vision, too. I made that joke in the vision, and you doubted yourself for a second. This is the part where it got a little bit fuzzy on me, and this is where I want to see where it goes. Because you doubted yourself, and you thought about changing your mind. Now, I'm not going to tell you what you did in my vision, but do you want to keep the Ace of Spades, or do you want to change your mind?
Now I'm rethinking again. Now I'm just backed into a corner here. I'm just going to stick with what I got.
Keep the mind
Ace of Spades.
I'm keeping it. I said it.
What he did in the vision, it freaked me out. I'm telling you, all of this freaked me out. So then I took the deck of cards out. Are we on camera here?
Yeah, we are on.
And I went through, and all the way down at the bottom of the deck, I had left one card sitting upside down. And it was the only card I had turned over in the deck. Now, my vision was you were going to name a card. I was going to turn upside down. If that's the Ace of Spades.
The Ace of Spades.
We're starting a new religion today.
He's our leader.
It's
the Ace of Spades.
I'll be dead. That was pure, unadulterated magic.
3 seconds of that song.
Wow, you should have changed.
I do not know how you. Wow.
Well, now this is where it gets even.
That was impressive.
easier, though.
All right, guy. That was not rigged. That was
that
not
was all live
predetermined.
tape.
That was all live. But this is where it got even
Look,
stranger.
me and Spence empty-handed here.
Because then the vision went on because you thought he should pick a different card. You thought Ace of Spades was too common, and he was thinking everybody thought the Ace of Spades. This is the conversation we were about to have. I might have cut you off before we had it, but he was thinking everybody thought the Ace of Spades. And you said you would have said
2 of hearts.
which is crazy.
No way.
No, it's freaking crazy because I went through the deck a second time, and one more card was upside down.
All right.
No.
I've often wondered what it'd be like to be really good at something.
All right, shocker.
Man.
Shockingly enough,
Hey.
you got the boys here. Okay?
I've seen enough.
I am a believer.